Howdy ho, everybody. Welcome back to the Rocks Roost and another episode in our Final Fantasy Mega Marathon. That's right, it's finally time to start Final Fantasy 3. I've had some requests for this one especially, so I'm glad to be getting into it now with you. This is a very special game to me, and the Pixel Remaster is very special as well. The NES version, or Famicom version, I should say, because there was no NES version. This never came to North America. In fact, there was no official legal way to play this version of the game, being the 2D version, until this Pixel Remaster came out in the West. There was the 3D remake for the DS and PC and also mobile, which is excellent, and I do recommend that you try it out. But this is the version of the game that has the nostalgia for me. I'll tell you a personal story about this game and give you a little bit of an idea about why it means so much to me. The first fan translation of this game into English came out in 1999. And also during the fall-winter of 99, in December, as a matter of fact, which it just so happens to be December now, 24 years later. It's 2023 as I'm recording this. There was a very sort of trying time, but also special in my life. I was dating this girl who we would go on to be together for many years, but we had not been together all that long at this point. And her father, I was 18 at the time, so was she, just to give you some reference there. Her father was ill with cancer. I mean, he was really sick, and he'd been sick for a while. And ultimately, he passed away from cancer right before Christmas. But up until that time, she and I spent a tremendous amount of time together. And being young, neither of us really had any idea about how to deal with this. And I mean, how do you cope with the fading away and eventual death of a parent or anyone who's real close? You know, I don't know. I don't have the answers for that. But she and I bonded quite strongly during that period. And one of the things that kept us both sane was Final Fantasy III. It was one of those games that we knew it existed for years, but we had no way to play it because neither one of us spoke or read Japanese. Just so happened earlier that year, the first English translation came out as a ROM patch, and we were able to sort of get lost in this world while all these very unfortunate and sad things were going on in the real world. And I think this game not only was something that she and I bonded very strongly over. I mean, we were together for years after this. But I think it really kept us sane. So I'm very attached to this game, and I hope that this Let's Play can do that justice. It is a very complicated game. There's a lot more mechanics in this than there are in Final Fantasy 1 or 2. And the story is more complex. I think you'll see this is the first time where Final Fantasy really feels like Final Fantasy or what it would become. This one has that feel. You know what I mean? If you play Final Fantasy games, you know what I mean by that. The first two games are excellent, but they don't have that feel. This one does. This is where the magic comes together. The experiments of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 have been sort of coalesced and condensed into what I think is a masterpiece in Final Fantasy 3. So we'll get to those mechanics as we get to them. I've been researching the game thoroughly since I finished the Final Fantasy 2 Let's Play, I believe in October. Yeah, so this has been a long time coming. I hope it is enjoyable for you, as it will be for me. Let's go ahead and press any key. I have played just a few minutes to kind of get the feel for the game and to do a few experiments here and there. So we're not going to load, though. We're going to go ahead and go to New Game. And we're going to name the characters. Now, in the original Famicom version, these characters had no names. You could name them as you can here. We could name them whatever we want to. The 3D remake gave the characters names. We can do suggested names here, but I think we'll just go ahead and use the DS names, if that's okay with everybody. So this would be Luneth. Yep. Have to use the keyboard for that. I'm using a controller. We're playing on PC, by the way. We are using the Xbox controller. This would be Arc. Yep. And Refia. Okay. And Ingus. Oops. No. Wrong button. Ingus. I always think it should be Ignis, but it's Ingus. At least I hope it is, because that's what we're rolling with. Let's start. Into the silence, one of the Golgans prophesied, the great earthquake was only the beginning. The tremors tore the land asunder. The crystals, sources of the world's light, were swallowed into the depths. That was very fast. Yet that was nothing compared to the catastrophe to come. Something fathomless, ominous, and laden with sorrow looms on the horizon, but hope is not yet gone completely. 4 souls will be blessed with the power of light, and so it shall begin. Four orphaned youths, raised by Topapa, in the rural village even, of Ur, were cast out to test their mettle. They came across a cave, one of the very same that formed when the crystals were lost to the earth. What started as a simple game of exploration became so much more. And so it begins. Ouch! Looks like we fell through a sinkhole. Now what do we do? Are you sure this is a good idea? Maybe we can climb out. You wanted to go exploring. Don't be such a scaredy cat. Hey, quit squabbling, you two. We need to find a way out of here. Uh-oh. Goblins. Here we go. Battle screen should look familiar. We're just going to attack. Unlike the Famicom version, we have auto-targeting here, so if one character kills a monster, then the next character will just attack the next monster. Unlike the Famicom version, though, there is no indicator over the monster head that tells us which of our heroes has chosen an action against which monster. In the Famicom version, there would be numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4 that appear over the monster's head that would tell you which character had chosen to attack which monster. We don't need that, I guess, here because we have auto-target, but I kind of miss that being there. That's a very Final Fantasy III thing. Okay, same old thing we're used to. We're back to experience and normal levels, where Final Fantasy II, we kind of took a vacation from that. What were those monsters doing here? We're in way over our heads. Let's get out as fast as possible. Okay. Here we have some controls. And A is confirmed, B is back. You know, you see it. This is the normal stuff. Switch party member, that is the avatar that shows up on the screen. Page up, page down, minimap, on, off, pause battle. Okay. So if I use the bumper buttons, I can choose which of our Onion Knight heroes appear on the map. If we pull up the menu by pressing Y, we have the menu screen here. Like Final Fantasy II, we have the row system. So if we go to formation, we can choose front row or back row. I'm going to leave everybody in the front row basically all the time, much like I did in Final Fantasy II. It's not as important in this game. We may move a healer to the back if we choose to do that later. Right now, all 4 heroes are Onion Knights. That is sort of the starter class, and it is not a very good class. Think of a child dressed up in a knight's costume and wandering around fighting imaginary goblins and things. That's kind of what we're looking at here with an Onion Knight. That said, when you get to level 90, the stat growth on the Onion Knight is enormous. So once you reach character level 90, if we bring the pointer in, you see here level 1, this is character level. Okay. Once you reach character level 90, the stat growth of the Onion Knight just balloons. So if for some reason we decide to go that high, which is not really necessary in the game, nor is it necessary for all the achievements, which we will be getting all the achievements as per usual. There is, of course, a job system. It's grayed out here because we haven't gotten any more jobs yet. That will change very soon. Stat growth in this game is tied to your character level, not the job level. The job level determines what your proficiency is with that job. Say a fighter, it would determine how many hits you get in per attack. Where at Black Mage, it would control spell power, how much damage a spell would do, and so on and so forth. Character level determines stat growth generally, with the exception of HP. HP is the big stat to be aware of. Your job, whatever job you have at the time, will determine what your HP growth is. So later we will be changing jobs, and we'll talk about that. Generally, martial art type jobs or any kind of martial melee job like a regular knight or a fighter or a black belt or a I can't remember. We'll find out. The martial art one, the monk, I think, that we get from this first area would be the one you'd want if you want to max out your HP. Really, though, that's not necessary. That's not necessary. Min-maxing this game is not required, but if you wanted to max your HP, you could change to like monk or black belt right before you level up, and then you would get a few more extra hit points. You can do that in this version of the game. In the Famicom version, there is a penalty for changing jobs, but that does not apply here. Okay, I think that's good enough. As I said, we're going to be doing a 100% walkthrough, playthrough, whatever you want to call it, of this game. Give me just 1 second. I need to get my treasure chest notebook. I thought I had it here. Here it is. Because we want to know what we're looking for, right? We got to have the goods, and there's several treasures here. All right, this first area is called the Altar Cave. Why that is, you'll find out here before much longer. So let's go. Movement is normal. Normal. We get up here, this should be a potion. Chest on the left, be a leather shield. Make sure you get these. There is an achievement for all chests, and there are almost 400 of them, I believe. In total, huh? He's in disbelief that there's so much treasure. What is it? There's something strange about that rock. Now that you mention it. Beep, beep. Walk up to something like this. If you get the exclamation point, press the action button. which on the Xbox is A. Opens a passage. Why it opens a passage? I don't know. Let's just auto battle here. Press X. And again, the auto battle is a dumb auto battle like the previous two games. It just repeats whatever the last command entered was ad infinitum. Got another leather shield here. We're not going to be using shields in this game because all of our characters are ambidextrous and there is no penalty to dual wielding. In fact, it feels like the game is built around that. In fact, the artwork for the game shows a dual wielder. All right, in B2, we're going to go over here to the left. This is going to have an Antarctic wind. This is a powerful ice item. You use it, it casts a powerful ice spell. We're going to save that though. We're not going to use it here. Carbuncle, Blue Wisp. These are two more of the enemies you can find here. Just whack-a-doodle, you know the drill. So I'm trying to decide whether or not to edit out the random battles. I did not do that for the first two games. There's a potion here. I may do it for this game, but some people actually like to see them, so let me know in the comments if you would like for me to edit out the random battles. I'll leave them in for this video. Alright, job level has increased. And level has increased as well. Very good. Now, do not level grind in here. There's a potion. We're going to go to the right. Look, it's a spring, but why is it such an odd color? It's antifreeze. No, let's take a sip. I'm not too sure about this. You can drink from a spring that looks like this, and it restores your HP and MP, and brings anyone that's KO'd back to their senses. Fight some more goblins. Now the temptation is here, because there's a free heal, to do some grinding, but you should not do that. In fact, you should not do any grinding in this game if you can help it until the end. Another Antarctic wind. That's all for this level. Press B, you can dash as before. And I believe that this will get us all of our bestiary entries for this dungeon. I think this is everybody. Square still have not patched in the console features like experience and gold sliders for battles and being able to check the bestiary in the menu. Oh well. Alright, we're in good shape here. I am going to do a quick save. What is this mysterious area? Oh, by the way, press X while you are inside an area. It brings up the omniscience map, as I like to call it. Press Y, it'll bring up the world map as well. Okay, let's go. Uh-oh. What's going on? A malicious force attacks the party. Hold on to your bananas. It's the land turtle. The land turtle, or tortoise. This guy's weak to ice. You could use your Antarctic winds here, but that's not necessary. The next boss we encounter in a little bit is weak to ice as well. He's more of a threat, so I want to save those for him. Let's just attack. We'll just put on the auto battle. Let it roll. The boss theme for this game is one of my favorites in the entire series. And he's done. The way that the boss monsters disintegrate in the Famicom version is really cool. I may find some footage and cut that in so that you can see it. If not, if I forget to do that, then I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. But it's a little bit more satisfying than what we just saw here. But that's okay. The music is better here, so that makes up for it. A crystal. What do we do? Let's talk to it. The crystal shines brightly. You four have been chosen. Whoa, the crystal's talking. I give unto you the last of my light, and with it, the last hope of a fading world. As things stand, light will soon disappear, and the balance of the world will be destroyed. Accept the light into your hearts, and the crystals will grant you unimaginable strength. You have been chosen to be the bearers of our final chance at hope. You cannot allow light to fade from the world. The party is enveloped in a bright light. Very cool. I love this game so much. Within the light, the will of the crystal surged through them. They decided to accept their destiny. And so began a journey to dispel the darkness and return light to the world. The young heroes received the crystal's power. I'm getting chills. Oh. And with it, the world's last light of hope. Warrior, monk, white mage, black mage, and red mage jobs now available. Step upon the magic sigil to be transported to the surface. Embrace your destiny, warriors of light. Yes. Let's do it. Oops. Yes. So, like in Final Fantasy 1, and very limitedly in 2, you find these sigils sometimes that take you out. Listen to that world map music. I love that. Gosh, that brings back so many memories. I mean, it's unreal. I just cannot tell you what this game means to me, folks. All right. Yeah, that is great. We could stand here and listen to that all day. Before we head to the village, let's turn around and go right back into the cave. There's more treasures. Yep. Altar Cave B1. This is a secret passage. This game loves these secret passages. And they are hidden pretty well in this version. So go over here, there's a couple chests. Each of these have 1,000 gil in them. Make sure you get that. That money will come in handy. But more than that, you need the achievements, right? All right. And again, you know, I really should go ahead. Before we get farther, let's go ahead and do some jobbing. Jobs. Lunith, I usually just make him a warrior, or fighter in the original. This is a very good job. It gives you what the kind of things you expect. This is a melee tank class. I normally do that, but I think I'm going to do monk this time. Again, for that HP growth. Yeah. Go ahead and optimize him. Usually you want to keep the monks empty-handed. Arc. We could make him a monk. We could also make him a red mage. A lot of people poo-poo the red mage for this game, but red mage is my personal favorite job in any Final Fantasy. I like the style of it. I like the versatility of it. You know? I mean, that hat. How can you argue with the hat? I think we're going to go with it. Again, min-maxing this game is not super important. So, for Refia, we do need a healer. I usually make her the healer. And for Ingus, you could do Black Mage for him. But for right now, let's do Monk. Alright, there we go. Now we have our erstwhile party here. Now let's go on. And you see the overworld avatar changes as it should. And you know me. We're going red mage all the way. Now, let's see. You know, did I miss? This is not. Okay. Alright. Here we are. More enemies. These are going to be the same old schmamold. We don't have any magic we can use yet, so we'll just attack. Oh yeah. Shredding it up. Bronze bracers. There's the long sword. Let's go ahead and equip that. Bronze bracers. Can you not use the long sword? I guess you can't. Oh well. Interesting. Nunchuck and another long sword. Nunchuck is for your fighter. Or nunchaku. It's not for your fighter, your monk. But it's best to use to remain unarmed with them. Because the accuracy is higher. Attack power is slightly higher with the nunchaku, but accuracy is way higher with unarmed. And this will be the sleep spell, which we could give to the red mage, I guess. But I don't tend to use that. Again, my attitude in this game is much like the previous games. Why spend a turn putting something to sleep when I could spend the turn dispatching the enemy, you know? Okay, so that should have us done here. Let's check the Omniscience map. We go to the world map, and we see here Altar Cave, chest 14 of 14, item 0 of 0. Very good. Don't jump in the hole. That takes you back to where we started. That is the very hole that we fell in. Now it's time to get out of here and head to the village and report on what we have discovered. Oh yeah. And I'll try to give different jobs generally the same amount of screen time, at least in terms of the overworld avatar. Kind of like we did for Final Fantasy 1. Let's head to the town and get attacked by goblins. Why not? I like the battle backgrounds here. Job level. Let's check out the village. Unlike the first two games, I don't feel like this game is too bright. At least what I've seen of it so far. Ah, if it isn't for you four rascals, where are you running off to? What's that, saving the world? Aren't you getting a bit old for make-believe? Well, maybe I have white hair. The wellspring water from the sanctuary can restore your health for those who've received the light of the crystal, even from the brink of death. Fantastic. If you want to use an item, just select it from the list when it appears. Why not use potion on me to try it out? Yeah, so do this. I'm not sure if this is required for any kind of achievement, but Just do it. It's no big deal. Give the man a potion. You know, he's got an aching back. Potion. By gum, that cure my aching back, see? Thank you, youngsters. Here, take this with my regards. Echo Herb. And, of course, that removes the silence effect. The elders wade you inside. It seems that Don sensed what befell you all. He always did have a strong connection with the spirit world. Okay, let's go in the house. Yes, the spirits have told me exactly what befell you. This is Don, by the way. Now go and speak with Elder Topapa. Topapa. How's that for the plosives? I hope that wasn't too bad. I believe he has some words of wisdom for you. Yes. It's us. We're here. Who's this? It's Nina, a motherly figure to the 4 orphans. Take care on your journey. You know how I worry so. It's Homak, one of the town elders. In order to understand the power you've been granted by the crystal, you need to be true to your heart. Very good. And Topapa, the elder who raised the 4 orphans. He has a very high crown. Topapa, I know. I think that you 4 would be chosen by the light. Who'da thunk it? Luneth, Ark, Refia, and Ingus. You must understand that such a meeting was no mere chance. The crystal willed you to it, such is its power. Your souls have been touched by light. You cannot let the strength you've been granted go to waste. You must depart at once and seal away the powers of darkness. Indeed. And thus we have been granted a quest. Well, let's check out this water, HPMP. In this area, there's a separate one for KOs. We don't have a KO, but when you see water with this cross-like symbol, that is your KO revivification facility. This is just a nice little place. And of course, the rosette there, that gives you HPMP. So we're back to full. Okay, that's a stunning purple shirt you got there, man. I like that. Now, in Ur, we've done the potion. Let's head to the inn. Now, new to this game, there are, hidden items like so. There are 60 of them, I believe, altogether. This is a potion. 1 down, 59 to go. Wait, don't tell me. I bet I can guess your specialties. Hang on. Monk, red mage, white mage, and monk. How to do? Yeah, I did great. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. Okay. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? Are you heading out on a journey? Well, you should rest up first and don't worry about payment. Tonight's on us. Well, that's fine. We have the magic pot. Hey, you look like you can play the piano. Give us a tune. Oh, look at this one. A big old boulder is blocking the valley, so I can't get back to Canaan. Nothing left but to drink away my worries. Alrighty. Ooh, item. Potion. Ooh, I'm a dancer, can't you tell? Want to see me dance? Well, heck yeah. Oh yeah, it's the good stuff. A seasoned traveler always keeps a few antidotes and eye drops on hand. Annoyingly, you can't talk to the barman. But you can play the piano. This isn't required for an achievement in this game. But let's do it. Play the piano? Why, yeah. How'd you like my routine? Yeah, don't think they liked it. Sorry. Yeah, you do get better as time goes on, though. Practice makes perfect. Name the song he was trying to play in the comments. Okay, what can I do for you? Whale. We have 6 potions. Let's get a couple of antidotes, and let's get some eye drops. How's that? We can sell these shields. We're not going to need those. And again, things sell for the same price no matter what shop. So just wherever it's convenient, just sell them. Don't use the nunchuck. I think that's good. You're welcome. Items. Oop. Dagnabbit. I have the same trouble. Some things never change. Let's sort by item type. Alright. So, we have everything in there. Now, let's go over here and check this lady. See here, there's a passage. Oh my, you're a tenacious bunch to find me in here. Tell you what, I'll give you my secret potion stash. Just check a whale. Go into the well, a la Dragon Quest. And there's 3 potions in here waiting for you. Make sure to get them. Alrighty, so that's the 3 potions. Now we're going to head north and off to the east a little bit here to the flower bed. I'm picking flowers. That's good. Now get out of my way. Okay. That was cool. I've never seen that before, how we actually switched places. But there's a potion hidden right there. Very good. Now, what have you got to say? You should never leave home without a spell of cure. I saw one in the shed deeper in the thicket. Careful though, there are monsters along the path. Very good. When a great earthquake hit, the crystal sank deep underground. Oh, this world is destined for ruin. Oh, naysayers here, eh? Checking for items. There are no items. Okay. Go over to the shed. Head south. Frickin' goblin. Dispatch these goblins. Very good. And here is yet another potion. The game is throwing them at you like they are, like they grow on trees. Okay, bottom pot. This is going to be an antidote in here, and this one, antidote as well. Talk to this guy. You don't have to, but might as well. See that candle furthest to the right? It's actually the switch for a hidden door. Okay, now this brings in what is the most aggravating aspect of the 3D version of this game on the DS and on mobile. I don't think this is the case on the PC, but I've never played the PC version. You have to zoom in and look at items to find these hidden items. So if you had zoomed into one of those pots, which on the DS is one of the shoulder buttons, I think, and on the phone it is pinch and expand. You know, you do that. If you zoom all the way in, you'll see a sparkle. Of course, if you know the item is already there, you don't have to do that. But if you're going around looking for these things, like for say, you know, to get an achievement or whatever, you have to do all that pinching or all that zooming in and out. It's really aggravating. Whereas in this game, you see, there is an exclamation bubble that comes up. Now, in the Famicom, that doesn't happen. I wish on the DS and mobile versions of the 3D remake that this happened. I'm pretty sure that this is the kind of thing you get on the PC version. If you know, and I'm either right or wrong, let me know in the comments. But anyhow, we go ahead and we check the candle. This introduces the mechanic of, or rather, I guess it really reinforces the mechanic of switches opening paths. Buddy, my little puppy, is here. Say hi, buddy. He says, "What you doing?" He's restless because it's raining and it's cold outside and he has to stay in. We'll go potty in a little bit, okay? Yes, I love you. I love you, yes. Go rest for a little while longer, okay? Yeah, go rest. Okay. All right, so here inside this place, there's going to be armor, a dagger, a cure spell, and a long sword. There's leather armor. There's the dagger. There's the cure spell. There's the leather armor. Here's a long sword. Got it right. I actually wrote it down correctly. How about that? So, go to magic. We want to teach Refia the cure spell. So we're going to go to magic, then learn, and then cure. Learn it? Yes. So, as you see, we're back to the Final Fantasy 1 way of doing spells. We have spell charges. They're daily charges. Just like Dungeons and Dragons, you have to do a long rest to restore your spell slots. We have 6. I mean, they're very generous. They're much more generous here than they are in D&D, but it works just like D&D. And there's a limited number of spells you can learn. You only have 3 spell slots per level. Okay. Any character can learn any spell, but it depends upon the job that you currently are using as to whether you can use the spell. All right, so that's good. We got Cure learned. So now we're finished in here. And I do believe that that's all the treasures in yes. Chest 8, item 6. We're good. All right, so now we can get out of here if we want to, not buy anything else. Let's see what is for sale. Weapon shop, of course, the sword indicates that. We can get daggers here. Staves, a bow, wooden arrow, and an nunchuck. Okay. We will get 1 staff in a chest. Or hidden in a bush. I can't remember. I have it written down here. Yes. Yes, it's hidden. So there's 1 staff. So I'm going to buy 1. That should be good there. Because we'll get a second one later. And we're going to dual wield even with the wizards. Or mage, rather. A bow, we'll find one of those. We're not going to use those much. We'll find a few arrows. All in all, I think I'll buy a couple of these. And then I will sell these knives. Yeah, that's good. Yep. Alright, so equip. We're going to maximize here. And that's going to give him the leathers. Very good. Alright, so that's good weapon-wise. The shield, that tells us this is an armor shop. We're not interested in shields. Leather armor. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to find a nice helmet pretty soon. I'm not going to find any more armor for a little bit. Doesn't look like. So, let's go ahead and buy a couple of these. A bronze bracer. No, I'll buy one of those too. Okay. Yep, you're welcome. So let's go ahead. Everybody's maxed out. Let's go. Talk to these people. King Sassoon's castle lies to the west. He rules the region surrounded by the Parmeni Mountains, including this village. The wellspring of... Yeah, we talked to him. This person we did not talk to. To the south is the town of Kazus. But no one ventures out that far since the great earthquake. Word has it, the route is overrun with monsters. Here is the magic shop. What have you got? Poisana. Let's buy one of those. One's enough, I think. I was thinking of getting 2, but one is enough. That said, let's go. Back to the world map. Let's pop a save. And head on down to Kazus, which is just south here. There it is, Lulberg. Kazus. Mysterious music. Eek. I think we must have spooked him. Why are you so jumpy, man? Well, sorry, I thought you might be ghosts too. While traveling from the west, I came upon this accursed town. I'd stay away from the inn if I were you. It's full of good ghosts. Okay. Right here is a secret passage. Let's take it. We'll find the staff I was looking for there. And up here is a lightning spell item. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That is the helm. This is the lightning item. Zeus's Wrath. Remember I said we would find a nice helm? Can you use it? You cannot. You can. All right, let's use it. Zeus's Wrath deals lightning damage. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Where's the entrance to this? There. Go back down. And let's see. All right, so that's everything. Let's go into the inn. Now, you have to be eagle-eyed in this game. These are the ghosts, by the way. We'll talk to them in a minute, but you see how the wall right here, immediately to the right of me, looks a little off? That's your indication you can walk right through it. Also here, get the potion. Only a mithril ring made here in Kazus can contain the Jinn's power. This is why the Jinn cursed this town. The Jinn had been trapped in the sealed cavern since the great earthquake, but now he's awakened. The townsfolk made a mithril ring for Princess Sarah, Castle Sassoon once. If only we could borrow it. All I want is to have my beautiful complexion back. No, I understand. I guess. There's just stuff up here. There are no items. These paintings on the wall are really cool. If you may recognize those, look carefully. Those two images, I wanted to make sure you saw those. Let me know what those paintings are of in the comments below. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's flip the page here in the notebook. All right, so we're good in here. Ooh, this one's odd. Sid. Here you go. Here's this game's Sid. Second time there's a Sid. Sid's the name. I'm from Canaan, but a boulder in the Nelv Valley is blocking my way home. Now I'm stuck here. Figured I'd spend the night at the inn, and then this happened. What's my wife gonna say? I say, want to take my airship for a spin? It's parked under the desert to the west of town. In return, think you could do something about this here predicament? Ooh, you learn where to find Sid's airship. It's in the desert to the west. What does he say? With an airship, you can fly right over lakes. It means you can reach the cavern where the Jinn was sealed away. You have to defeat him and lift the curse. All right, so we're getting our intro to airships right quick here. Let's check this house. In this pot, there's a potion. Looks like there's a note there you could read, but alas, there is not. That house is very important to Refia in the 3D remake of this game. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Just wanted to check that. I had a note here to check that for some reason. I guess I just wanted to show you comical effects. Okay. Kazus. Chest 0 of 0. Items 5 of 5. So we're good. The mithril mine is here. Suppose we could stick our head in. We're not going to be doing this till some time from now. I just wanted you to see it. Mithril Mines, there's 2 chests here. Okay. Yes, buddy, I know. We're almost ready to wrap it up. You cannot buy anything here yet because all the shopkeepers are ghosts. So just keep that in mind. Not to save. Okay, here's the West Desert. And there's a frickin' monster. Let's deal with the monsters. Sid's airship. Just walk up to the helm and press the confirmation button, and you'll take flight. And here we are. We're in our very first airship. It cannot fly over the mountains, so we're kind of stuck in here, you see. You see, this place is entirely wrapped up in mountains. This is what Sid was talking about. There's the boulder. We'll have to do something about that. For now, just go over to the castle and land. And that is where I'm going to wrap it up for this very first episode. Next time, we'll go in and see the king and see what's going on about this djinn and this sealed cave that Sid was talking about. Thank you very much for joining me here in the Roost today. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. I really enjoyed making it for you. Like the video and leave comments below and answering the questions I posed throughout the video, or anything else you'd like to say. I love to chat with you. Subscribe and ring the bell too so that you don't miss any of the new episodes as they come out. We are doing this. We are also doing Fallout 3, a completely blind walkthrough, or not walkthrough, playthrough of that. For now, though, I will bid you adieu and wish you well, wherever you are, whenever you are. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.